my name is Nael, Big T, not the little one, and we're back with another video. If you're new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're returning, hey, welcome back to the fam. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe so y'all can know every time I post an upload, because we be trying to get to it over here, period. But y'all, I'm coming to y'all with a video that I wish I had going into law school, and I didn't see a lot of these on YouTube, and it was something that like I really wanted to do. So this is like my first sit down video in my channel since I like restarted back my channel. So I just want to come up here and tell y'all some stuff that I wish I knew as a evening law student. So I got me a little notepad right here and I just wrote down some things, but for the most part I'm just gonna talk. So if you don't know, if you're new here, or if you just don't know, I am a second year law student at HBCU Law School. Love it, love it, love it. Don't regret it for a day or a second. I love it so much. But going into law school for me, as a first generation law student, it was a lot of things that I didn't know. So let me put my phone on. Oh, it was a whole lot of things that I didn't know going into law school. Like, I literally didn't know anything. For all I knew, it was just like college. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. So I went to YouTube trying to look for videos and stuff like that, and I really couldn't find anything that really told me anything. So I am a second year evening part-time law student, and basically what that means is I go to school part-time and I work full-time. So I work my regular job Monday through Friday, like 8 to 5 type of thing. And then I go to school on certain days of the week. And yeah, so normally law school is about 3 years. I go to school for 4 years. Yeah, so I guess it's kind of new. When I initially was thinking about going to law school, I never ever thought about going in the evening program. I just always was going to take the traditional route. So things changed for me, and this worked better for my type of life and things that I needed in this moment. So when I applied to the school that I currently go to, I first applied in the day program. I'm like, okay, cool. But I was like, dang, you know, like I had just bought a car because I had needed a new car, and I had just moved back home, and I had just got like my big girl job, and I was like, how am I gonna be able to like afford this? Like, how am I gonna do this? So I went to school out of state for undergrad, and going to school in state was kind of my preference. That was my top pick, because I'm like, you know what, I already did the out of state thing and it was crazy expensive. Like, let's see, you know, if I could find something that fits me and fits the things that I want to gain out of law school in state. So that's what I was looking for. I applied, and like I said, for my lifestyle currently, not making money was not an option. It was not something that fit my savings goals. It was not something that fit my short-term goals or my long-term goals. So me reading into the evening program, it was kind of like I kind of get the best of both worlds. I can make money and get experience in one of the fields that I really enjoy working in, and then also I can go to school and get my JD, which is something that I've always dreamed about doing. So I applied to the evening program, and supposedly it's supposed to be a very, of course, going to law school and getting accepted into law school is very, very rigorous. But from my understanding, from what like I learned from admissions and stuff, was that the evening program is even more rigorous because our cohort is really, really small. At my school, the day students cohort is small too, relatively, but ours is really, really small. I think maybe it's about 30 people in my year. So yeah, I want to say 35 to 40 people, so it is small. Yeah, so I got into the evening program, and it's hard. Law school is hard in general, but this is hard. A lot of people ask me, like, I don't know how you do it. Like, what made you do that? I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. I can't really tell y'all, but it works for me, and I'm just one of those people. Once I believe in something and something I really want to do, I just have to kind of see it through. So that's what I'm doing now. Um, it's no type of instant gratification. So if you are looking for that, law school is not the way to go. It's definitely a journey. It's a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations, and you just kind of have to really want it in order for you, in my opinion, you have to really want it in order for you to be able to really want to do it. But enough of me rambling. But yeah, so basically that was why I chose the evening program. It worked for me. It's working for my life right now. Currently, the things that I want to do. I couldn't imagine myself not working, like with the other stuff that I'm trying to do and things like that. So yeah. So basically, the way it's set up, we take, I'm not sure how day students classes are set up, but we kind of take our classes in parts. So my first year, on our rotation, we took civil procedure. I took civil procedure 1 the first semester, civil procedure 2 the second semester. I took torts 1, torts 2. That's kind of how it is, and that's how it is now. I'm taking contracts and property, and then of course, I have an upper level class this year, corporations. Last year I took like, we have like a first year class, and then I took a writing class, a legal writing class, and I also took a legal research class. And of course, and so that's kind of how it's set up. But evening students are required at my school to take summer classes. So I take summer classes for both summer sessions, and you're open to take it during the intersession too. But I ain't built for that. So we take classes all year round. So the only real break that we have is Christmas break, which is coming up. So yeah, Christmas break is the only break we have. It's about between 27 to 30 days. So normally it's a month. Sometimes it's very shy of a month. That's just like the reset period. You don't have any classes. You don't have to read or anything. Of course, you gotta read before you go to school, but that's your biggest break. And we were told that our first year, and I was like, are you kidding me? But literally, once I finished my spring semester classes last year, well, yeah, my first year, I think I had about a week and a half. I think I had exactly 7 days actually until my summer classes started. So it's full throttle from start to finish. That's what I will say. So we basically go to school year long except the Christmas break. I do have to go to school in person. In the summer, it was virtual, but I do go to school in person. My sessions are about, it depends on the class. They range from like 50 minutes to an hour, you know, something like that, or like 2 hours. So the sessions are kind of long sometimes. Those are actual, you know, like class sessions. And yeah, that's mostly just for like the scheduling and how it's like scheduled out. How is it? I was looking at it since I really, how is it? It's different for me. In the evening program, it varies in like age and demographic, all of those things, like where you are in your life at that moment is very different for each person. I am the youngest in my class. In my year, I'm the youngest. People have retired and they're in my class. People have kids. People have other degrees. They're in my class. So going into it, I felt very inexperienced, being that I really only took I graduated in December of 2020, and I went to law school in August of 2021. So I hadn't been out of school for that long. So, but I also hadn't had that much school either. So it was kind of weird for me a little bit going into it, because I felt like I didn't have that much real life experience that a lot of my peers had. But you kind of fit in, you know. Everybody doesn't understand. Like when you first get there, nobody knows what they're doing. So everybody kind of fits in, and you kind of put the pieces together as you go, as I'm pretty sure it is for a lot of things in life. So that was the main thing for me, just being the youngest and feeling like, dang, like I don't know anything. Like, I don't even know like basic stuff. I think one time one of my teachers was talking about trust and just talking about different stuff, and he was like, well, y'all will probably know this, and I'm like, no, I don't. Or like they talked about how like well, most of you bought a house. I'm like, no, I haven't. So it's stuff like that. They already just assume some type of things because mostly the demographic of either the students was in the past and normally is more middle age, or even like late 20s, I would say, early 30s, that type of age group, people who probably have went and got a master's degree already and things of that such. So I'm just like, I kind of felt double disadvantaged, kind of, but it was okay. Everybody just kind of figured it out as we went. And my law school and the people and the professors and all of the advisors and things, they are very, very helpful. Whatever you need, 9 times out of 10 they can figure it out for you, especially in the encounters that I've had. So that's a good thing, having people there to help you. And being that I went to a big school for undergrad, having this intimate setting for law school is totally different from me. Like actually being able to like have one-on-one with my professors and know like other teachers and things like that is really big for me. So that's something that I love. That's a big thing for me. But I guess the drawback of like my experience is it's so long. Like 4 years is so long to me, and you find it very hard to graduate early in this select program. That this is just my personal opinion, and I feel like it's very strict as to what classes you can take and things of that nature. And it's kind of irritating sometimes because it's like I want to be here. I want to be here longer than I have to, and if I can leave a little bit earlier, I would like to do so. But that is like my main drawback as far as like how is it and everything like that. My experience, I'm a very type of like reserved type of person, so I haven't been really, I'm not like talking to everybody like all of that, which I wish I could, but I just don't have the time as well. So I haven't joined any clubs, but there are clubs at my law school, of course, and organizations that you can join. I would say for me, in my personal opinion, there's not really many that fit my schedule. So they'll have meetings at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock, and it's like when I get there, I finally get to school, I'm going to class, I'm not able to go to an organization meeting. So I've been finding it hard to get involved, but also just me, I'm just the type of person to go to school and that's good enough for me, which I wish I was more involved, but that's just not my personality. I'd rather network with people, I guess, kind of like individually. That's kind of how I do it, or I'll go through like my outside sources. That's kind of what I did in undergrad, how I got internships. I just knew people from my friend groups or like my family and kind of spoke with them. Yeah, I feel like I don't feel like the clubs are as accessible for evening students because of the simple fact that we do work full time. So we're coming from work and then we're going straight to school. What else? Oh, we're held to the same standard, same test, same all of that. You don't get no slack because you want part-time. That's just period. Same thing, same ordeal. We do have less classes per semester than the day students, but it still feels like, well, to me, it still feels like I am always trying to find the time to do something. So yeah, that's the other thing. But I mean, like I said, if you really want to do it, you kind of just do it, and that's just like how it is for me. So I just try to get through it. As far as the workload, you are going to spend 90% of your outside class time reading, point blank period, because of the Socratic method. They call on you. You can get cold called. Some classes they have where you can sign up for cases and things like that, so you already know. But some professors just still do it the traditional way, where you'll get cold called. So you have to be making sure that you know you stay up on your readings and stuff. So I do all of my readings on the weekends. I try to update my outlines in the middle of the week, which we don't have class one day out of the week. Well, Friday we don't have class, and then we don't have class another day out of the week. So I try to update my outlines on those days. It don't always happen, but that's what I try to do. So on the weekends, I'm always reading, always reading. That's normally how my weekend is set out. And then as it gets closer to like whatever the test that we have, I will start doing practice questions and essay questions and things like that. At my school, we do have midterms. Some law schools only have finals. I'm very thankful that we do have midterms because I can kind of gauge where I'm at. If I didn't have a test to the finals, I mean, it would be what it was if I didn't have midterms, but I'm grateful that we do because I'll be really going in blind. Like, I don't even know if I didn't even know the beginning stuff, you know? At least with a midterm, you know, okay, I did pretty good. Now I just got to add on, or this is what I need to work on. So I like that. You're gonna be tired. Always tired. I'm actually recording this video after just studying for maybe about 3 or 4 hours for my corporations final that I'm about to take soon. So you're gonna be tired, but you just take the breaks if you need to, and just give yourself some grace. Like, everything's gonna happen in due time. So don't beat yourself up about it. Some days you're not gonna have a good study day. Some days you're not gonna read. It's just what it is. But as long as you get back up and keep going, that's all you can do. That's literally all you can do. And that's just how it is. Like I said, I do most of all of my work on the weekends. On the weekdays, I go to class, read over my notes, and I go to bed. Because commuting to school, working, you gotta deal with your job stress, you gotta deal with school stress, and you know you have personal lives and everything like that. So it's just about being able to manage your time and just being passionate about what you really want to do. And that's just what keeps me going at the end of the day. So yes. I'm trying to think of anything else that I have. Oh, and I like how my class and my school is like a community. My class, we have like a group message, and I have like one friend like that I'm really close with, and we share outlines. You know, we just talk about school, we decompress, we talk about our life, you know, here and there. And me and her get along very well, and she literally been helping me get through law school. If it wasn't for her, I don't know if I had came back. But I was playing. But yeah, so find you somebody who shares the same interests as you, maybe, or like you can just get along with. We study together, all of that. Like, we talk about stuff outside of school that, you know, like we laugh, all these type of things. So just have someone that you can decompress with, because it is very hard to connect with people in the evening program because they have so much going on. Like I said, some people have families and other work obligations, go on work trips during school. Like, it's a lot more that goes on. So if you could just make some minor connections with people in your program, I promise you, it will help you so much. It will take you a long way. And I feel like for me, that fulfills the experience, being that I'm not able to be in organizations as much as I would like. So I would definitely say build your community and your connections, because it will make all the world a difference. I will also say most law students do internships over the summer. Like I said, we have class over the summer, so that's another thing that like kind of is a con for me. I was very nervous about not having experience with internships, because I was just kind of fresh out of college, and now I'm just working my first career type job, and I'm just like, I really don't have any job experience because I only worked one job prior, and that was really my main thing. But I kind of got away from it, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna trust in God's plan for me. And being that I know that when I finish school and pass the bar exam, that he will make a way for what fits for me. So that's what I will say. You really don't have time to do internships, but they do offer them to us. And if you can fit it in your schedule, and if you know yourself and you know you're able to juggle it, by all means, do it. Why not? But for me, I think I might do like some type of clinical, or like some type, I think for me, maybe I'll do be a part of a clinic, or I may do an internship, who knows. I'm not sure. But yeah, so you don't have that summer to do the internship, but you are not like opposed to it. Like, it's not something that you can't do. Like, if you can fit it in your schedule and if you want to do it, by all means you're able to do it. It's just not like that set time off where most law students actually go and do the internship. So I will say that. But also, a lot of people in evening program, they do have a lot of different type of work experience, so that also helps. And I've learned from being with my peers that a lot of them want to do law in the area that they're already working. So like real estate, or like some people like work in finance and banks and things like that, so they want to move into that area within where they work. You know, whatever area of law fits into their current profession. That's what a lot of people I've experienced want to do. But I want to make a whole career shift, so that's what I was really nervous from the beginning. But like I said, I'm just gonna trust in God that he'll put me in the correct space that I need to be in, and that's all. You know, I can only put the work in, and as long as I'm going on the correct path, I don't think that I won't be able to be where I want to be at. So yeah, I think that's almost everything. I can't really think of much else. But I will say it is a very, very hard journey. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it by any means, but by no means is it an easy journey. It's very, very hard. It's very draining. All of the things. I think this may be the hardest thing that I've ever done. But when you start to figure it out, you start being able to brief cases, and you start getting better grades. Yeah. And you start actually being able to like see where the law is applied in your real life, and you start actually like speaking it, you know, like, you know, you can understand what's going on. That's where the gratification comes for me, because law school is a long journey. And like I said, I'm a first generation law student. Nobody in my family is an attorney. Nobody in my family went to law school. So I'm figuring it all out by myself. And then I'm an untraditional law student. So it's like, nobody told me nothing. Everything just hit me in the face. But I mean, I'm still here. I'm about to finish my first semester of my second year, which is so crazy to me. And all I can say is, if it's something you really want to do, then do it. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't let nobody tell you anything. I've heard millions and millions of things. Oh, you can't work and go to law school. Oh, it's not ideal. No, it's not. But some people just don't have the same choices as everybody else. Like, you get what I'm saying? Just like some people needed to go to day school because they probably knew that they probably couldn't work and go to law school. Like, it's different for everybody. And I feel like you can't really know or be able to tell someone something until you're in that exact phase or place that they're in their life. And I feel like that about anything, not just law school, anything. You can't tell anyone like what they're dealing with or what they're capable of doing, because you're not in their shoes. And I just feel like going to law school and going to work full time is something that works for me, and I'm content with it. Like I said, it's very, very hard, but once I'm off of school, I'm off of school. Like, when I go on my break, I have fun. You just have to make that time and set aside time for you to still be you and for you to still be around your family and your friends and do what makes you happy, because at the end of the day, the world is still going around. But if this is something that means something to you, definitely you should do it no matter what anyone says, honestly. But yeah, I just feel like the evening program opened up a lot of things for me as far as law school and as far as what aligned with me, with my life right now. And I'm just very grateful for the opportunity to have this experience, because it may not have been something that I would have been able to do at this current time in my life if I wasn't able to go part-time. So I'm very grateful. And yeah, even though it's crazy hard and it's very difficult sometimes, I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't change this experience a million times over. And I'm just very grateful to be in this place, and I'm very grateful to share this journey with you all and just share information that I wish I had accessible to me and that I want to share with y'all, and I will continue to share with y'all. So if y'all have any questions, any comments, y'all want to know anything else, just let me know. I'm always happy to share my law school journey with anybody who wants to ask, because like I said, I'm a first generation law student and I literally am figuring it out as I go. So if I can share that information with anyone else, I would love to. Like, literally, whatever. So yeah, if y'all have any questions or comments for me regarding like what is it like, anything, what do we do, like, you know, anything like that. What was it like applying? It was literally the same process as any other law school that I applied to when I even applied for the day program. So yeah, I am very content. But yes, as I say again, being in law school is not easy by any means. It's definitely a long and a hard journey, but I feel like if it's something that you really want to do, y'all, I support y'all 100%. Like I said, I'm a first generation law student and I'm just figuring it out. So I'm here to help y'all figure it out too. So if you have any extra questions, concerns, anything about law school that you want to ask me, if I can answer and if I could be of help, I definitely will be. Just leave it in the comments below. And if y'all like this video, y'all want more like sit down law school content like this instead of just, you know, seeing me studying my day-to-day life in law school, just let me know and I'll be happy to share it with y'all. And thank y'all for watching this video. I love y'all and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Take a step out, listen in now, let your edge out.